I'm a police officer. An incident occurred where a young girl went out to play by herself and never returned. The investigation faced numerous difficulties, and there was no information on where the girl might have gone. I questioned the residents in the nearby area, but nobody had seen the girl the day she disappeared. And thanks to that, the mystery deepened even further. How could nobody have seen her the day she disappeared? What on earth is going on? I got lost in thoughts on the roof of the girl's apartment building. It's been a month since she went missing. It's strange that we haven't dug up any information yet. At that moment, some letters caught my eye. The water tank. It's the type of tank you can see anywhere. It's rare for a building to have a rooftop water tank these days. With that on my mind, another day passed without any progress. I visited the apartment where the incident happened again today. Now that I'm here, what am I gonna do? Troubled, I searched the apartment from head to toe. Then, I went up to the roof. Come to think of it, did I investigate this roof? Maybe I had. But I wanted something, anything, to get this investigation going. I checked every square inch of the roof. Nothing especially stands out. We had no strong information. It wasn't such an easy thing to dig up. All that's left is that. Finally, my eyes landed on the water tank. First, I did a lap around it. What's this? A mark on the water tank's surface. It doesn't look like it's just rust. Is this some type of scratch? Normally, I wouldn't imagine something like this would have anything to do with the case. But with things being as they were, I took a photo of the mark and put the rooftop behind me. I came to the rooftop again today, but I feel different today to usual. It's been 3 months since the girl disappeared. That mark I discovered yesterday. My colleague made fun of me, but my feelings haven't changed. This has to have something to do with the case. Looking in from the outside, I no doubt looked like a weirdo hanging around, but I checked every single part of the water tank. So there's nothing here either, huh? Before I knew it, the sunset had painted the sky. Maybe I made too much of it. No, there is absolutely something here. I refused to give up and went back to the roof. Then, are you a detective by any chance? A boy of about university age called out, perhaps one of the building's residents. He'd probably just gotten back from buying dinner. Shopping bags hung from both his hands. That's right. I'm investigating the girl from this building. So they haven't solved that yet. I'm terribly sorry. You residents must be terribly worried. It can't be helped. I hope you find her. That girl. Me too. Then, as we spoke, that's right. There was something I wanted to ask you. He started speaking as though he'd just remembered something. I enjoy cooking at home. About 2 weeks ago maybe, the water from the pipes started to smell. And recently it's started getting even worse. The water from the pipes? Ah, detective. I ignored the man as he tried to stop me and ran straight for it. I saw it. The water tank. I didn't even think of it. No, I didn't want to think of it. No way. That couldn't be it. All I could do was pray. Pray that the image in my mind was wrong. Did something happen? I'll tell you later, but first, open this manhole. I called the water tank contractor and asked him to take the lid off. He looked at me confused, but he quickly got to work. I contacted headquarters while I waited. It's ready to be opened. The moment I heard that, I climbed on top of the tank as well. Well then, shall we open it? The contractor opened the manhole. Then, the moment it cracked ajar. Ugh! It stinks! What is that smell? The contractor couldn't hide his surprise at the stench. The smell was so strong I almost threw up. Nobody saw her up here, so there was nobody to notice. With trembling hands, I reached out for it. A bag floating in the water. She was in here. Floating in the water was the girl's bag. We finally found you. Thank you very much for all your hard work. The girl's parents cried as they thanked me. It must have been painful. Even I, an outsider, thought so. Their pain must have known no end. The tragic appearance of their retreating figures is still burned into my memory. It wasn't a kidnapping, nor a murder. The girl slipped away from her parents onto the roof and then fell into the open water tank. Her decaying body had been found inside it. But why had the lid been open? That mystery still hasn't been solved. With this urban legend, the incident itself is terrifying, but the underlying fact that people were using the same water without realizing it is also terrifying, and why it's so famous. In reality, an incident like this happened in Japan in the past. However, recent technological advancements have seen water tanks installed underground that then pop up in each room, so they've disappeared from rooftops. This legend is said to be the basis for Suzuki Koji's short story Floating Water, which was made into the famous film Dark Water. Oh yeah, did you see the news yesterday? Ah, that weird serial killer case? Yeah. Apparently there was another murder yesterday, and the victim was someone from around here. Did you know? People are saying it's actually the work of a ghost. Yeah. You really love those types of supernatural stories, don't you? I returned home with 2 classmates as we chatted. That mysterious serial killer case. Someone had been killed recently at the railway crossing, and one of the characteristics of the body was that they'd been cut in half. It was too strange to have been done by a person, and not only had they not solved it yet, the case was surrounded with mystery. Apparently it had happened again yesterday evening. And for that reason, school ended early today. Our way home passed near where the incidents had happened. Honestly, it grossed me out. But I couldn't get home unless I passed through, so I unhappily did so. My friend walking in front of me suddenly stopped. Her eyes were focused on something ahead. Mysterious letters. A code? They didn't look like letters. What is this? Red and black letters like hieroglyphs had been drawn on the wall. Ah, this graffiti's been here for a while. Oh, really? Huh? Looks like something's been added to it since then. Maybe I'm just imagining it. My friend died. A victim of the serial killer. The last time we returned home together, she was laughing and happy. It seemed like a lie. School went nuts, with her funeral and the police coming around. Everything was crazy. It didn't seem real at all. And yet, a week later, everything returned to normal. See ya! I left for school again today. When I passed by that graffiti, I saw it. A mysterious letter. Huh? Is this new? Another letter had been added since the last time I saw it. I ignored it and continued past on my way to school. The 3 of us always took this road home. Now, it was 2. The air felt heavy and we didn't speak. Then we started down the usual road. Taking this road now feels depressing. I don't like it. Yeah, it does. The moment I said it. Teke. Did you say something? Huh? My friend seemed to have heard something, but I didn't. Teke. Teke. I heard it too. My friend turned around. Hey, what's that? I turned around as well, and then I saw it. A woman with both elbows on the ground. What was that? She had no legs? The moment I saw it, I knew. I felt it with all 5 senses. It wasn't of this world. That's not a person, right? I grabbed my friend's hand. We gotta run, quickly. I didn't know why, but my body moved of its own accord. Hey, wait! I heard a thud. I started running so suddenly that my friend fell over. She dragged me down like a weight with her. sorry. Are you okay? Look at friend. I went to stand up together, but the moment I went to grab my friend's arms, when I saw them, I screamed. At the end of the arms I'd grabbed was her upper torso. Only her upper torso. Half a year has passed since that incident. I always pass through that road where it happened alone. A police officer found me lying there unconscious next to my friend, who had been cut in half. After that, the police came to see me numerous times. Who was the criminal? Did I remember anything at all? They asked me the same questions every time. Honestly, it was annoying. Even if I did say it, they wouldn't believe me. That the serial killer wasn't of this world. I stopped and looked at it. The mysterious letters. And now, it's over. Teketeke. So it was you after all, huh? I muttered as I looked at the letters. That's right. I knew. I knew who the serial killer was from the beginning. Teketeke was the killer. No, that's not right. The killer was me. That's why I'm still here, still alive. In the end, my friend took my place for me. This is one of the most popular urban legends in Japan, passed from person to person. She's so famous that even movies have been made about her. A female high school student was hit by a train in Hokkaido and cut in half, but it was so cold that her blood vessels froze and she didn't die. Help me, she pleaded to those around her, but the firefighter who had come to help was so shocked he couldn't move. At the station employee's decision, a blue sheet was placed over her, and she died beneath it. The girl from this story then became Teketeke. She crawls forward on her hands and elbows, and this sounds like teke, teke, which is how she got her name. It varies from region to region how you deal with her, but the two most powerful ways are to chant, "Go to hell," or to tell 10 different people about Teketeke's legend. By the way, there's another legend that claims Sachan from the famous fairy tale has numerous points in common with Teketeke.